Thank you so much. Once again, as earlier introduced, my name is Davis Kipkorir. I'm an advocate at Sympathy Advocates. And for me, in the next few minutes, I'm going to tackle property aspects when it comes to family businesses. So when it comes to family property issues in family businesses, there is one key thing that it's very important to note, and that is on differentiation between family business property and personal property. So in this aspect, I mean that what constitutes a family property is different from what is acquired by a person during their day-to-day livelihoods. So for family property issues, we looked at 5 cases. And these 5 cases constituted 10% of the report. And they vary from succession where a parent bequeaths a child a property through a will during their lifetime. And in this instance, we looked at a case where the founder had bequeathed a house. This is a case in London where the founder had bequeathed a house to a child, and this house was funded through the family business resources. So the court, in determining that issue, stated that it is very important to respect the wishes of the founders. And in this aspect, since the house was funded through the resources of the family business, then it will be important that the child gets what was as per the wishes of the founder. And that means that he only got the house in accordance with the wishes of the founders. So we also looked at other cases where there's one party who entered into a contract with a county government. This is a Kenyan case. So they entered into a contract with a county government, and the person entered into that contract on a personal capacity, but wanted to use the family business property as later on. So the court stated that what you do on your personal level does not constitute to a whole generalized. You did not enter into a contract through the family business, but on your own individual capacity. So with that, we also see the aspect of what one individual, when they are entering into a contract with different entities. So it is really key to note that when such persons are entering into a contract, or wherever or whenever anyone enters into a contract with any party, it is important to stipulate whether is it they are entering into a contract as a family business or on their own individual capacity, and whether in that contract does it involve the family property or the personal property of the person entering into the contract themselves. We also looked at 2 more cases where someone tried to bail out their company from debt. So after bailing out the company, he later on came to claim ownership of the company. And the court was like, we acknowledge that, whereas you have tried to bail out this company, but it does not guarantee you full ownership. So the lesson from that is that mere contribution or just paying debt does not entitle one to ownership of the company. So, and with the cases that we looked at, we also found that there was one where through succession issues, they decide there was a rental property where the tenants were collecting rent, and at some extent, the siblings or the beneficiaries in that estate wanted to sorry about that. So in that, as I was saying, in that scenario, during the collection of rent, their activity felt like they were disrupting the tenants. So with this scenario, the court later on stated that whereas the succession is ongoing, but tenants in the premises need to be accorded with a quiet possession of their property. So when they are paying rent, they need to be let them enjoy, because they are paying rent on the premises. So lessons learned from this is that number one, as I had said earlier, it is important, number one, to distinguish what personal property is and what family property is, on the other hand. And number two is that when one is trying to do something, when a family business wants someone to do anything on their own individual capacity, then they might do so through allowing them use certain mechanisms such as licenses and other modes of permitting these persons to operate. So, and lastly, when all those are possible or not possible, they might also do through joint registration or forming a trust so as to operate as a whole to avoid confusions. So with that marks the end of my presentation on property issues. I would like to yield the floor to my colleague Maurice Onyango to take us through the next segment. Thank you so much.